I'm Rachel Roberts, and this is an OUTV Sports Brief. Over the weekend, Sooner baseball topped TCU 6-3 to clinch the series. The win came in the first of two games on the day after a pair of two-run home runs from Oklahoma. Well, March has lived up to the madness, and the Final Four is set. With 3 games left to play, Kansas, Villanova, Michigan, or Loyola Chicago will be crowned the national champion. Last night, Kansas and Duke fought an unforgettable battle that ended in an overtime 85-81 win for the Jayhawks. Women's gymnastics wrapped up their home slate with wins over Denver, Arkansas, and Arizona State Friday. The Sooners put up a season high on bars to extend their lead and tied the 4th best score in program history. OU closed out the meet by tying their season high on floor with a 49.575. And in her final meet at the LNC, senior A.J. Jackson had the crowd on their feet as she took the floor, and the event gymnastics is headed to Tuscaloosa to face Alabama Friday, and men's gymnastics travels to Illinois Saturday. Sooner volleyball began practicing March 5th and will host their annual spring tournament here in McCaslin Fieldhouse, starting off against UCO on Saturday. With its second straight shutout win, Oklahoma softball clinched the series sweep against Oregon State over the weekend. The Sooners added their 17th run rule victory of the season, defeating the Beavers 8-0 in 6 innings. Mariah Lopez remained perfect on the year, throwing for 17 seasons since your first state championship. What have you learned along the way?
They get harder every year to win. I think more than anything.
Trae Young and the Sooners dominated in their final regular season home game Friday night. Young had 15 points and 6 assists to help Oklahoma defeat Iowa State 81-60. Cameron McGusty scored 18 and Christian James added 15 in a crucial win for the Sooners after falling to Baylor in a blowout loss earlier last week. Kadeem Lattin set the school record for career blocks in his final home game, surpassing Al Beal's 230 blocks that had stood since 1980. The Sooners now have won 2 of 3 to get back on track heading into the Big 12 tournament. And for the 7th straight season, Oklahoma women's gymnastics are the Big 12 champions. The Sooners posted a 197.775 to take the title, 3 of 4 event titles, and the all-around title. While the Oklahoma City Thunder fell to the Portland Trail Blazers last night at home, C.J. McCollum scored 34 to help the Trail Blazers top the Thunder 108-105. OKC had several chances to win but fell short after a missed 3 from Melo as time expired. With a first-place finish at the NCAA semifinals, the top-ranked Sooners will make their 6th straight appearance in the team finals. Baker Mayfield is in Indianapolis for the NFL Combine. The biggest question mark regarding Mayfield has been his arm strength, but that didn't seem an issue on Saturday as he accurately threw the ball downfield. The Heisman winner seemed unfazed by the questions regarding his arm and had more to say on what he brings to the table as a player.
The passion I bring, it's every day.
The Sooners are the only program in the nation who have posted more than one score of 198 or higher this season. Sophomore Maggie Nichols won the all-around title with a 39.675. while putting up her 2nd perfect 10 of the season on beam. This win gives the Sooners a stronghold of the #1 spot in the nation. Up next, the Sooners head to the Perfect 10 Challenge, where they will face Nebraska February 16th. And check out this emotional response from NASCAR driver Bubba Wallace after he finished 2nd last night in the Daytona 500.
I just try so hard to be successful at everything I do, and my family pushes me each and every day, and they might not even know it.
Eagles took off their underdog masks and left everything on the field in last night's Super Bowl 52 matchup. Nick Foles, the backup quarterback turned Super Bowl MVP, led his team to an unforgettable 41-33. If it's fall and it's Friday night, then the word is football. High school football. As you look back on that first state championship, what do you remember most?
The excitement of it. It was everything.
Women's gymnastics held on to their #1 spot in the nation for the 8th week in a row, so not too shabby. And men's basketball is headed to the Big 12 tournament. The Oklahoma men's gymnastics team continued its reign over the NCAA and solidified its dynasty with a 414.858 win over the weekend, making the Sooners just one of 3 programs to have at least 4 consecutive national titles. Oklahoma women's basketball is on the road tonight as they visit the 3rd-ranked Baylor Bears. The Sooners have a lot to prove as their last win over the Lady Bears was in February of 2015. A 56-57 win over West Virginia, where she tied a career high of 27 points. A win tonight would mark the Sooners' first road win over a top 25 opponent since defeating then number 21 Iowa State in January of 2014.